Alright, gang, we're back. Oh shit,
Be ready to
you.
give your life.
I got up, got dressed, and headed straight out the door. I headed toward the place the ghost boy had mentioned the night before. It should be around here. Sweating from the solid mass of flames in front of me, I began my search. Got it. Sure enough, there's a power saw. Its blades were coated with dried blood. This is what killed Ava. The blood had splattered up the whole length of the blade, right up to the handguard. It's a little loud, sorry. There was no doubt about it. This was a weapon that had ended Ava's life in such a cruel, violent way. I better tell the others about this. I brought along some clothes so I could carry the power saw without getting my fingerprints on it. Back at the school, I got everyone together to show them what I'd found.
Huh?
Wow, this is a grisly-looking contraption. There's no way this isn't the murder weapon. I'd say these bloodstains are around a week old. That fits our timeline for when Ava was killed. Damn that killer. They got some nerve using something like this to do their dirty work. Tsubasa, you checked for fingerprints, right? Did you find any? Sorry, I tried, but it didn't turn up anything new. That's too bad. Or maybe something else about it will give us a clue.
Huh?
There was nothing too special about the place where I found it. So no footprints? Even if there were, we know so little about the killer. We need real expert knowledge to learn anything from this. Isn't it a little odd that the killer ditched their weapon and left it lying around in the open? Perhaps they had no choice. Takumi, you found it near the wall of fire, correct? Maybe the killer threw away their weapon so they could pass through the flames and escape.
Yeah.
No one could survive walking through those flames. Is this killer immortal or something? An unkillable killer. It happens more often than you might think. Right, Takumi? Takumi looked at me and gave me a creepy smile. The diary we found said the killer kept coming back from the dead. But that couldn't be true, could it? Gaku, hurry up and catch the killer already. I'll see to it that you're paid for your efforts. Why me? Have you ever heard the expression, too dumb to live? I want to see just how much that applies to you. Don't forget about the Revive-O-Matic. Shouldn't it be more like too dumb to live, too cursed to stay dead? A double whammy of cruel fates. I really do pity the foolish sometimes. Pity them all you want. Quit making a fool out of me. But don't they say people who call others idiots are the real idiots? That makes us all fools, does it not? Keep your mouth shut, idiot-in-chief. Your stupidity might be contagious. I hate to interrupt, but is it just me, or are we missing something? Huh? Now that you mention it. Sorry I'm late. Oh, it was only Shoma. Shoma came running in, carrying what looked like a large garbage bag on his back. Well, if it isn't Trashy Claus. I'm sorry. Carrying this slowed me down more than I thought. It sure is a big bag, dude. What you got in there? Oh, right. Well, it all began when I was eating lunch in the bathroom like usual. You eat in the bathroom? Classic social outcast move. I should know. I do it all the time, too. I didn't want to spoil everyone's mealtime by inflicting my unhygienic presence on you. So I went to the boys' bathroom on the second floor, and I found this. Shoma opened the bag to reveal its contents. Inside was what looked like a jet black diving suit and helmet. I recognized it right away. There's no way I'd ever forget it. This is the killer's. It's what they were wearing that first night when they attacked me in Hirago. It is? I was afraid of that. I found it stuffed into a supply closet. I don't want to make any assumptions, so I brought it here to show you. So the killer took off their suit and hid it. I hadn't considered they might do that. And we only figured it out thanks to Shoma eating in the bathroom. Go Team Outcast! What about after the killer took off their suit? Did they slip away and hide somewhere? It's possible, but we can't say for sure yet. I bet Tsubasa's doohickey will help clear things up. I should have it ready by tomorrow. Just wait a little longer. So, what are we gonna do with the suit and the power saw? The suit's no threat. We should probably destroy the power saw, right? If the killer gets their hands on it again, we'll all end up like the prisoner. Wouldn't it be better to hold on to it? It could come in handy if we need to defend ourselves. Yeah, I'm with the Zomi on this. If we get attacked and have to fight unarmed, the best I can come up with is a bear hug. That's if my womanly charms don't work, of course. I'd object to that last. I gotta change her voice a little bit. I'd object to that last part, but getting a bear hug from you sounds super scary. How about we lock it away somewhere? I'm pretty sure the lockers in the metal shop all have combination locks. If we're the only ones who know the combination, no one else can get in without absolutely wrecking them. Guess that'd be okay. But before we do that, let's take a closer look at the suit. So if that's the case, then I'm gonna think that fucking if they do that and the killer still gets the power saw, then I'm gonna think that Kurara has already been replaced. But they haven't shown the voice changer thing. The suit seemed to be made of some specialized material none of us had ever seen before. It looked big and baggy at first, but it could be adjusted to fit pretty much any person of any build. It was heavy too, hardly the kind of thing you'd want to go walking around in. Why had the killer been wearing this? In the end, we were unable to figure out what the suit was for, and didn't have anything that might lead us to the killer. But now we know that it negates hemoanima. Took the suit and power saw to the metal shop and locked them away in one of the lockers. Alright, looks like they'll fit okay. Now we just shut the door and set the 4-digit combination. I guess the team leader should do that part. Huh? Me? I can't think of something right on the spot. Just pick a number that's easy for you to remember, but don't make it too obvious. Yeah, but still. I flubbed around trying to think of something, and then I felt everyone's eyes on me. Igamu stood on his own in a corner of the room. He was looking at me intently. Sorry, but I think I'm gonna head back to my room. I'll leave the rest to you guys. What's the matter? You got a tummy ache or something? Nothing like that. Seeing the power saw has got me kind of hot under the collar, that's all. Seriously? You still getting those urges even at a time like this? Okay, well rest up and feel better soon. See you later. I practically pushed Igamu out of the classroom and into the hallway. The last thing I needed was him getting in the mood, especially in a crowded space like this. Anyway, I just got an idea for the combination. How about... Wait, don't tell us. I think it'd be better if you're the only one who knows it, Takumi. Huh? Why? Kind of defeats the point if just anyone can open this thing. He's gonna open it. It's Takumi, right? Takumi's a serial killer? I'm not saying the killer could be one of us or anything, but it's best to keep risks to a minimum, you know? It does make logical sense. It does make sense from a logical standpoint. It'll mean less chances for this stuff to fall back into the killer's hands. We'll just need to make sure Mr. Sumino stays alive if there's an emergency. Sure, I'll do my best not to die. Not that I make a habit of it anyway. I closed the locker door and entered the combination to set the lock. The code I decided on was 6914. 69 for the number of days left until day 100, 14 for the number of people in our group. 69 days from now, all 14 of us would still be alive. This code was like a wish, a promise to make that happen. Alright, that's done. You better have that combination memorized. It's all over for us if you forget it. It'll be fine, trust me. Yeah, this isn't Kiyoshiko we're talking about. 4 digits is probably too much for her to learn in the first place, let alone remember. Give me some credit, little Kurara. If I write the number on the locker, it won't be a problem if I forgot. Every day you set a new record for stupidity. Okay, I guess that's all for today. Checking one more time to make sure the locker was secure, we all filed out of the metal shop classroom. I vowed to only open that locker in the case of an absolute emergency. In a perfect world, I'd never have to open it again, and we leave it behind on day 100. 69 days to go. We have to get through this.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 32nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another...
It's morning already. Tsubasa said our device would be ready today.
Huh?
We agreed to meet up in the metal shop this afternoon. I wonder how this is all going to turn out. Okay, is everyone here? Let's get started. I'll come right to the point. Is your device ready? Sure is. I was tweaking it right up to the last minute, but I think it'll do the job just fine. Take a look. Such technological wizardry. Will this lead us to the 7 wish-granting orbs scattered across Dragon Ball Z? It does look like the Dragon Ball scatter. It's an organic life detection device, remember? Wait, did she say that in the last timeline too? It'll show us how many people are inside the school. How does it work? It's super simple, really. It detects and counts any large life forms within its effective range. In this case, the range is everything within the wall of fire. So it'll show us how many people are currently on school grounds. It'll even register a stinking pile of excrement like me as a person? Of course, so long as you're alive. You count towards the total. But it only shows the total, not their locations. It's great the way it is, if you ask me. How'd you make something so awesome? It'd take way too long to go into the specifics. How about I just show you it in action? Everyone ready? I'm flipping the switch. So say 14. 15. Interesting. Okay, so Kurara hasn't been switched. There is an extra person. But there's only 14 of us. That means there's one extra? Yeah, I already tried it before. It keeps coming up 15. Okay, I'm starting to get creeped out. You sure it's not broken? I can give it a quick karate chop if you want. That might fix it. Coming from you, Miss Mojiro, would be more likely to smash into pieces. I actually got Takamaru to help me test it out already. I stepped up outside the wall on the school bus and checked the reading again.
Ugh.
Did that, it totally changed. I went down to 14. Wait. In other words, this reading is accurate. Interesting. I think what would be more interesting, so I know she can't do locations, but here's my thought. What happens if you just change the, go back in and change the range on it? Say you change it to be like half the size of what it needs to be. And then you find the spot where it's 15 and then you half that again. And you keep on doing that until you geo-coordinate where this 15th life signature is. I mean, maybe it just takes a long time, like a day or two, to re-coordinate, and that's why she's like, that's not a viable strategy. Like, that person can move, but it's still worth it, right? Then there really is someone hiding out somewhere in the school. Could the one extra be the boy made of undying flames? No, he's so different from a regular person. Probably wouldn't count. I mean, he's still a baby, but he didn't count in the other timeline. This cinches it. The legendary serial killer is among us. Fact. Which means the killing game has finally started. Legendary? Huh. I'll believe that when I see it. Human or invader, anyone who messes with me is going down. In the name of the great and powerful Osuzukis, I'll slaughter this miscreant. Good grief. You're starting to sound like a murder freak yourself. But I guess it's all in self-defense. Can't have you guys getting killed by someone who doesn't appreciate you. Let's go catch us a killer, peasants. A king's ransom to anyone who makes a positive contribution. You're gonna give us money? Alright, let's do this. But anyone who fails to produce results must recite a poem of my own composition 100 times. What a tedious sounding punishment. It's too dangerous for any of us to search alone. We should split up into groups. If you find yourself in a risky situation, get out of there. We'll stop once the sun goes down too. Got it. I'll keep checking the readings in case there's any change. We arranged to search the school in groups of 3 to 4 people. Unfortunately, none of us were able to uncover new clues, and when it started to get dark, we called it a day. The curtain fell on the 32nd day in the academy, with the life sign total still at an ominous 15. Morning again. Yawning, I got out of bed and stretched my arms a little. What was the killer doing this morning? Were they also waking up around this time? Part of me wants to keep looking today, but we can't neglect our training either. We only have so much time here. We need to think carefully so we can make the best use of it. Oh shit, okay.
Intruder alert, defense mode.
Something we can skip? Damn, it's like the enemy could read my mind. I'm just focused solely on the fight now. To the war room. In answer to the alarm, everyone had filtered into the war room one after another. Taking advantage of the confusion caused by the killer to try to catch us off guard, the cowards. I think it's just a coincidence. Now they're here. We just gotta take them out like always. Indeed, the search for the killer yesterday was a mere appetizer. Now it's time for the main course, Invaders a la mode. Takumi, I assume you're fine with all of us fighting this time as well? Yeah, it's better that way. Let's do this, guys. Initiate defensive battle. Yep, thank God. No fighting for me. What's this? Oh.
How infuriating. How dare that bitch push me around? Who the hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adam Q, the paragon of hatred! You're all going down!
Alright. We'll see about that.
I'm coming for you!
We win.
You?
Huh.
An offering to my magnificence. I commend you with this. I am one step closer to becoming a god. God! I will be God!
She killed her own dude!
Killed her own dude.
This isn't the time to scream and moan. She's absorbing her allies' power to get stronger. If we're not careful, we'll just be food for her.
Damn her! We have to stop her here and now. Here goes!
Already done this fight, I guess. We win.
I am the paragon of hope. Meshness. To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I seem to have underestimated you. I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power. And when I have it, I will become God!
The fearless smile on her face. X6 took her lead. Okay. Now we're back at 40k. After the battle was over, we trudged our way back to the war room to discuss how it went. Letting the Supreme Commander walk away unharmed was a bitter pill to swallow, but we made it through without any fatalities on our side. The enemy was bound to be even stronger the next time they attacked. We have to train hard if we want to survive. We could afford to take the rest of the day off, though. We disbanded the meeting, and our 33rd day at the Last Defense Academy came to an end. Morning already? My body felt heavy and sluggish. I hadn't completely slept off the fatigue from yesterday's battle. Maybe I'll just take it easy for today as well. No, wait. This is no time to slack off. The killer's still on the loose. First, I'll go to the cafeteria and see what Tsubasa can tell me. Today, just like yesterday, the number of life forms registering inside the school was 15. The killer was still here somewhere. The question was, where? I need rock. Rock is what I really... Rock and grass. My ass is grass right now. Training room. Level 11 went up. But at least level Takumi up a little more. There's a lot of money. We don't even need that, to be honest with you. We need some rocks. Yeah, what do I need? Need investigation. She's on investigation? No, she has to be, right? That has to be. She's social studies. Interesting. She's more science-based, I think. We could just give Moko Mojiro it, right? Let's give her the folding chair. She'll love this.
Whoa, this is fabulous! Hits me right in the feels! Oh, it's like I'm seeing the best plot twist ever!
She'd probably like protein powder, I think. Noise canceling headphones. Let's see. Heels. Driving gloves. Takamaru would love this, right?
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Cool. We're at Gym 4 now.
You never know. Well then.
We didn't find them today either. I dove into bed and embraced the warmth of the covers after a long, hard day. We carried out another exhaustive search, but hadn't found any trace of the killer. I shouldn't get discouraged. If we keep looking, we'll find them eventually. Tomorrow for sure. But it wasn't as simple as that. Days passed and we still made no progress in our search. Every time we looked at Tsubasa's device and saw that 15 flashing back at us, it felt like the killer was mocking us from the shadows. Are we just skipping days? Oh shit, we're skipping days. Let's go. Okay. Several days of fruitless searching, a new development occurred on the evening of day 38.
Knock it off! Let me go!
Just wanted to make sure she was who she said she was. Let me go. Gaku raged and struggled, but Yagamu held him in an iron grip, not saying a word. And to the side of them. Well, actually, it is not bad that he did that. Kurara, her face uncovered, was sobbing uncontrollably. Takumi, quick! You gotta do something! Whoa, hold on. What's going on here? That all started about around 10 minutes ago. Tired and disappointed after searching all day without any results, I've gone back to my room. Then, Tsubasa had burst in and dragged me to the rec room, not really telling me anything until we got there. We're talking, and Gaku suddenly said he thought Kurara may be the killer. They got into a fight, and Yagamu stepped in to stop them. But then, Mr. Omokage got all intense, and now he's, well, like that. It still doesn't tell me much, but I guess I'd better break this fight up. Hey, Yagamu, ease up, okay? We don't want. Why don't we just talk about this? Yagamu! He's totally in the zone, huh? Nothing any of us says seems to get through to him. Gaku, meanwhile, was weltering under the murderous aura being directed at him. I couldn't let this continue. If I had to get a little rough, so be it. Before I can make my move... Yagamu reached into his robe, brought out a knife, and began pressing it into the flesh of Gaku's throat.
Stop it, Yagamu! Are you crazy?
You're scaring me!
Cold light shone in Yagamu's eyes. Those were the eyes of a killer. He wasn't playing around. If I didn't do something, he really was going to kill Gaku.
I said stop!
I charged at Yagamu, fully prepared to get injured myself. But then... so that's how it is, huh? Huh? Well, I never thought of this before. Good to know it works. Yagamu seemed to finally come to his senses all at once. After muttering some weird stuff to himself, he put the knife away. What the hell, man? I seriously thought I was done for. Sorry, got a little overexcited. You know how it is. So what did you think you were doing, Yagamu? Oh, Takumi, when did you get here? You saw me at kind of an embarrassing moment, huh? But thanks to Gaku here, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Thanks for playing along, man. What? You should apologize to Kurara, though. Just saying. With that, Yagamu casually strolled out of the room, a satisfied smile on his face. What in the world was that all about? was all that about? It's all your fault, Gaku. None of this would have happened if you hadn't had the audacity to accuse me of being the killer. At some point, Kurara had put her weird tomato mask on. It was now rounding on Gaku. I didn't accuse nobody. I just put the possibility out there. You ought to be executed 1,000 times over for even suspecting a noble like me. Burn in the fires of hell, you gutter snipe. Can somebody please explain how all of this started? Okay, so, you know how everyone's really tired and stressed out from looking for the killer? Some of us decided to come here and play some darts and unwind a little. Then all of a sudden, Gaku started asking Kurara to take off her mask. He seemed to think the killer had stolen Miss Suzuki's mask, but was now impersonating her. Naturally, she refused. Things got heated, there was a scuffle, and the mask came off. So that's why she didn't have it on when I got here. Of course, once it was off, everyone could see it was the real Kurara underneath. But then she started to cry. That's when Yagamu stepped in and told Gaku he'd gone too far. Then Gaku got flustered and started accusing Yagamu instead. So you sent Tsubasa to come get me? That's right. Miss Suzuki's true face shocked us, of course. But mostly we were afraid of Mr. Omokage. Sorry we had to get you involved, but I didn't think we could handle him on our own. No need to apologize. From the sounds of it, it really was all Gaku's fault. Well, maybe I got a little carried away. We've been looking around for days and still haven't found the killer. Who wouldn't start to wonder what was under that mask? Try to think about how Kurara felt hearing you accuse her like that. Now that you know you were wrong, you should really apologize. I know. So, Kurara, I was out of line. I'm sorry. Next time you show that much disrespect to me, I'll make you walk across an electrified steel girder. I bet Mr. Morocco would fall off just a few steps from the end, snatching death from the jaws of victory, as it were. Dude, don't jinx it. We don't know if I'll ever have to do it yet. I can totally see that happening now. Coming back to Yagamu, that was a pretty extreme reaction, don't you think? It was like someone flipped a switch and made him go into assassin mode. We weren't getting through to him at all. Switch. Yeah, there must be something that set him off. He said he was feeling better now. But what was wrong with him in the first place? Yagamu's been acting really strange lately. Could that have something to do with this incident? Things had calmed down in the rec room, but it still felt a little awkward as we went our separate ways for the night. Between the war with the invaders and the search for the mystery killer, we're all starting to feel the strain. We need to solve at least one of these problems before we fell apart completely. Today, we've got to get serious about finding the killer. After what happened last night, I was feeling antsy. I needed to find some new information to dispel some of the tension. I got washed, dressed, and stepped out the door. Once again, we searched all day, but failed to find anything. I was starting to think we were going about this all wrong. As I continued to fret over our lack of progress, the day wore us on into night. But a total impasse. I was so tired. I was having trouble thinking straight. At this rate, what little remained of the day would just pass me by. Walking around in a daze, I spotted Hiriko coming toward me from the other direction. Hiriko, you look terrible. Did Moko hit you with a pile driver or something? I don't think I could survive that. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Oh? What stuff? Maybe I'll ask Hiriko for some advice. She's not avoiding me as much these days, and she might be able to come up with a better plan than me. Can I ask your opinion on something? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think your input would be really useful. I don't mind. What is it you want to ask? The last few days, we've been searching high and low for the killer, and still haven't found any new clues. I was thinking we should approach the problem from some other way, but I have no idea what that other way might be. What about going outside the wall? Huh? But Tsubasa's device only measures life signs inside it. You said you wanted clues. It stands to reason you can learn things outside the school too, doesn't it? At Hiriko's words, it felt like a fog around my brain was starting to clear. I've been so fixated on the total life sign count, I never even thought about going off the school grounds. You're right. That was a real blind spot. Thanks, Hiriko. I knew asking you for help was a good idea. I'll go with you if you want. It's safer to travel in a group anyway. That's a good point. I'll get some people on board too. We'll meet up and set out tomorrow morning. After arranging things with Hiriko, I found the others and figured out who else would be coming. This time, things would be different. This time, we'd get somewhere. With new hope welling up inside me, I waited for the next day to arrive. I headed to the parking lot and found the other members of the expedition team waiting. Morning, everyone. You guys ready to head out? Ready when you are. I'll handle the driving, too. So it's the 7 of us today. I hope we find something. Kinda wish the killer would just show up again already. Except, I don't really want them around. It's complicated. I gotta be outside the sun like some health-conscious beach bunny? I gotta be outside in the sun like some health-conscious beach bunny? Just kill me now. Turn that frown upside down, Darumi. You can get anything you want if you keep your spirits up. Athletic and supportive, this much positivity has got to be bad for me. To sum up, we're all fine. Let's get going. You're speaking for everyone now? Well, I guess we shouldn't waste time. So once we're past the flames, we just look around for anything that might be a clue, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Now let's do this. No gluts, no glory. We all got on the bus and set off full throttle for the ruins beyond the wall. Drove through the undying flames and on through the ruins. For a while, we didn't see anything that stood out. Finally, after a couple of hours, I noticed that something was different.
That's weird. Isn't this?
What's the matter? Have you been here before, Takumi?
Yeah. Back in my future, except the way I remember it, there's an enemy base up ahead.
Say what? Huh? Dude, why'd you gotta break out of nowhere like that? Didn't you hear what Takumi said about the base? Do you want to charge right into enemy territory? I'm sorry, I should have noticed it sooner. It just feels a little different from last time. It does seem strangely quiet here. I don't see any signs of invaders nearby. Was this base big? Were there a lot of troops there? Yeah, it was. In my last timeline, I went there by this road and stormed the place. You took the fight to them even when we can't be revived out here? That's bold, man. There's no invaders here now. What could have happened to them? Maybe they're all too depressed to come out and fight. Even invaders can get mental health problems, I bet. Anyway, we better turn back for now. Don't want to end up in a battle we ain't prepared for. Keep going, Takamaru. Full speed ahead. Yeah, man, let's rock. Hey, were you even listening to me? If you get us all killed out here, you are so freaking dead. We came out here today to gather information. Anything that looks out of the ordinary could be a potential lead. Right, and even if it turns out to be unrelated to the killer, we should still be aware of what the invaders are doing. You guys are crazy. We can't just drive into a base that's crawling with enemies. I'm fine with going. Maybe me and the invaders can swap stories about our mental breakdown. I'm in too. If there's any chance of finding something new, we have to take it. Of course, it's not like this is a full-scale attack. We'll pull out if things start to look bad. Fine. Might as well face it, Gaku. We're in the minority here.
Hey!
Okay. But if things do go wrong, we'd better get some kind of payout for it. Alright, let's keep going. Slow and steady now. Bringing the speed all the way down, we inched the bus along the road to the enemy base. After a while, we stopped and began scouting ahead on foot. What we found was so different from what I remembered. I found myself wondering if we hadn't taken a wrong turn somewhere. What the fuck? Who killed these invaders?
Hot damn, dude!
Oh, that's really gross.
Where the base should have been was a mountain of dead school invaders. There were so many of them they spilled out off the pile and onto the ground, making it hard for us to move forward without wading through them.
They're all dead. Ain't nobody here left alive.
It doesn't look like sickness did it. All the bodies are beat up.
They've all been cast aside so carelessly. There's no art in this. Whoever did this knows nothing about setting up a proper murder scene.
Do you think they turned on each other? Or was there a third party involved?
I don't know, but this is kind of a lucky break for us, right? If all these invaders are dead, that means less for us to fight.
I don't think it's that simple. Especially when we don't know how or why they died.
Let's look around some more.
Looked all around the base, inside and out, but we didn't find anything to explain what had happened there. It's nothing but bodies as far as the eye can see. Staying here any longer won't get us anywhere. Takumi, we should leave. Now? After coming all this way? Something this weird had to mean something. Were we really just going to walk away without figuring it out? I wanted to stick around a little longer, but it was already getting dark. There's no need to rush. Finding this was an achievement in itself. For now, we should head back and let the others know. Hiriko gave me a light slap on the back and began walking back toward the school bus. Was that her way of trying to comfort me? Alright, I'm gonna head back too. Get the idiot and the freak from me, will you? The what and the what now? Nakamura jerked his chin toward Darumi and Gaku, who were crouched down a short distance away, looking at something intently. Ooh, there's one here too. It's so fast. Dude, it's huge. Hey, Darumi, Gaku, come on. Time to leave. There was no response. They seemed to be excited about something. What are you guys doing here? We're heading back. Hey, Takumi, take a look at this cute little thing here. Paul drew Darumi's gaze and saw something crawling out from underneath a dead body. There was two of them, in fact. What is? I don't even see. Each scurrying out from a different location.
What are those? Some kind of bug?
Moving too quickly for me to get a good look, but they seemed to be about the size of a fist. Frankly speaking, they were neither little nor cute. They remind me of the little dudes that used to scuttle around my kitchen back home. You think they're a new species? Can we keep them, Takumi? They'll make better pets than Siri.
Yeah.
Of course not. Come on, we'll feed them and take them for walks and teach them tricks and everything. I'm more concerned that they think of Siri as being on the same level as a cat or a dog. I killed a whole aquarium full of fish last time I had a pet, but don't worry, that taught me to respect life, so it'll be fine this time. How exactly does respecting life fit in with your killing game obsession? Come on, guys, back to the bus. Everyone's waiting, and we'll get left behind if you don't hurry. Do you mind if I go to the bathroom first? I have a tummy ache. Oh, me too. I feel like my bladder's about to explode. Fine. Just don't take too long, okay? After a little while, Darumi and Gaku joined us on the bus, both of them looking refreshed. By the time we got on the road and left the base behind, it was already getting dark. We arrived back to the school early the next morning. What time is it? Rubbing my eyes and looking at the clock, I saw that it was really late. I'd slept clean through the day and into the next evening. Whoa, I really overdid it. I remembered us getting back this morning, but not much after that. I just had a vague impression that I got really hungry, then practically passed out from exhaustion. My head hurts too. A headache from oversleeping. This happened to me before. I better take something for it. It'll be more like dinner than breakfast at this point, but I'll go to the cafeteria anyway. Dissolving some medicine in water, I gulped it down and stepped out of my room. Some of the team were still in the cafeteria, eating a late-night meal. It's mostly the ones who stayed here while we were gone. I guess the others are still sleeping off the trip. I grabbed some food for myself, and as I turned to find a place to sit, somebody called out, "Hey Takumi, you want to eat with me?" Oh no, not this again. Now there's a face that just screams, "Oh no, not this again." And maybe you're thinking, how did he know? How did he know? Don't be so jumpy. Ima's here to keep an eye on me today. I promise I'll hold back. Good evening, Mr. Sumino. You can sit next to me if you want. Thanks, I'll do that. I don't see you two together very often. My dear sister is participating in a girls' night, and she forbade me from being present. I thought I might get away with it. I mean, slap some makeup on me, make some strategic tucks, and I could easily pass as a girl. Don't you think? Strategic tucks, huh? The worst thing is, he's absolutely right. So instead, Mr. Omokage has been telling me all about his passion for killing. Can't you leave off that stuff for a while? I'm trying to eat here. I told you before, right? How I'm having trouble with my urges right now? Yagamo ignored me and continued with his macabre topic of conversation. After what had happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress the fantasy. Oh yeah? What's that? I don't actually have to kill anyone. I just have to see the look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution though. More like a coping mechanism. I'm not sure how to react to that. I have no idea what it feels like. Think of it like when you watch sexy videos online to sate your own desires. It doesn't make them completely go away, but after a decent session, they fade back into the background for a while, you know? Hey, don't just assume that's what I do.
Oh.
Does that mean you prefer in-person encounters, Mr. Sumino? How very analog of you. I guess I'm the same way, same in a way. Although in my case, it was always the ladies coming to me. Ima's questionable work history is something I really don't want to get into right now. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. I'm not doing it. That's cold, man. At least let me ask first.
Yeah.
I know how you feel, Mr. Omokage. It's no fun letting frustration build up until it feels like it's ready to burst. I may not be a killer or a sexual deviant, but I understand impulse control, at least. I guess you could describe Ima as impulsive, like the time you stabbed Takamura the last time around. Come now, Mr. Sumino. Don't act like you don't know what Mr. Omokage is talking about. How do you mean? You know what it's like. You killed Mr. Atsuki, didn't you? But that was different. Eito was a traitor. He was dangerous. He sabotaged the team and even killed some of us before. If I'd let him live, he would have gone after the baby in the defense room again. Eventually. He wouldn't have stopped until humanity itself was wiped out. Are you making excuses inside your head right now? Thinking of ways to justify what you did? Oh, don't get me wrong. I really don't care either way. I'm just saying, regardless of the original trigger, you know what it's like to kill another person. You understand that impulse. Okay, maybe you're right. I did kill Eito, out of anger. Everyone has the potential to become a killer, under the right circumstances. I'm no exception. Lighten up, Mr. Sumino. This isn't that serious of a discussion. It's more of a casual chat between murderous and murderer-adjacent friends. If you ever do want to help with my urges, you're welcome to my room anytime for a massage session. Not happening. Ever. I decided to change the subject before things got too weird, and brought up our discovery from yesterday. Nozomi had already told the others about the enemy base full of dead invaders. On our return, the organic life detection device still indicated 15 people inside the school. Discussing all the mysteries facing us, time passed surprisingly quickly. By the time I got back to my room, the nighttime announcement was only minutes away. Time for bed already. I got nothing done today. I flopped down onto my bed, feeling pleasantly full and relaxed after dinner. Guess it's back to sleep for me. Thought had barely crossed my mind before my consciousness started to drift away. Why fight it? I let go and allowed sleep to carry me away. And so, my 41st day at Last Defense Academy came and went practically in the same breath. Little did I know that a fresh crisis would await me on day 42. Got a fresh crisis? What the fuck is happening? Morning. Still half asleep, I let out a long yawn as I tried to orient myself. After sleeping so much lately, I felt like I'd have a lot of energy today. Huh? Who could that be this early? I didn't like the sound of that flurry of doorbell rings. I hurried to the door and opened it. Takumi, come quickly. The light sign reading changed. Seriously? Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Here, look. Does it say 16 now? 13. There's 2 less than yesterday? I'm afraid something bad might have happened to someone. Okay, let's get everyone together. Tsubasa and I split up, telling the rest of the team to go to the cafeteria for an emergency meeting. When we got there, the only ones missing were... Where are Darumi and Gaku? There's 12 of us here now. The killer's still out there. The missing 2 life signs must be theirs. They had a good run. Honestly, I thought Mr. Morocco would have been killed sooner. You saying the killer struck again? Where are the bodies? We don't know that Gaku and Darumi are dead. They may have just gone outside the wall. Those 2? I guess it's not totally out of the question. Has anyone checked if the school bus is still in the parking lot? I'll go look now. The rest of you, check around here for anything out of the ordinary. Wait up, I'll come with you. Bus is gone. Those 2 must have taken it. Probably means they're okay. Where could they have gone? How long has the total on your device been 13? Since the morning announcement. When I checked it before bed last night, it still said 15. So they snuck out during the night. Let's go back to the cafeteria now. We hurried back to the cafeteria, where everyone was still talking excitedly. Sir Takumi, a report. Lady Darumi and Sir Gaku left a note. We found it on the table. It was just over in the corner, so we didn't notice it at first. Here. Gone out to run an errand. BRB from Darumi and Gaku. What the heck? Don't those guys have any sense of danger at all? Forget danger. How about a little consideration for others? I'm gonna wring their necks for making us worry like this. How about the bus? Was it gone? Yeah, I guess that means whatever made them leave was pretty urgent. Maybe they got together and went out to rut like mindless beasts. To rut? Outside? In the open air? How indecently wild. Speculating won't help us now. All we can do is wait for them to get back. With the chaos caused by Darumi and Gaku's disappearance starting to settle down, we brought the meeting to an end and spent the day as normal. Finally, long after the sun had gone down, Kiyoshika spotted the school bus on the horizon. We once again assembled in the cafeteria. Returning friends avoided looking any of us in the eye. They must have sensed how much trouble they were in. What exactly have you two been doing all this time? Nowhere really, just outside. Obviously, I'm asking where outside and why you went there. It was just kinda, yes, you know how it is,
Enough nonsense. Give me a real answer. Now.
You're so beautiful when you're angry, Mistress Hiriko. What are we watching here? They look like a couple of kids getting scolded by their mom for staying out too late. I feel kind of bad for them. Hiriko's so threatening. But I guess that just shows how worried she was. Does it? This looks more like an outright interrogation to me. We had something we wanted to do at the base we found. What? You two went back there all on your own? We figured it'd be safe since all the invaders were already dead. When we got there, it was just the same as before. Why did you leave without saying anything? Be honest. We won't be mad. I left something behind the other day when Gaku and I went for a group peeing session. That's right. We accidentally left our infusers behind. I knew we'd get chewed out for it, so we decided to go back and get them ourselves. Both of you lost them at the same time? How could you be so dense? You have a death wish? Were you really that stupid? Why don't you die now and save us all a lot of trouble? See, I knew you'd get mad at us. When you think about it, it's really Takumi's fault. If he hadn't hurried us, we'd have been a lot more careful. You're really gonna blame me for this? You're so irresponsible, it's almost impressive. Please tell me you at least found your infusers. You bet! Got them right here, no problem at all. Is that really all you went there for? Yeah, of course. Why should we lie about something like that? Come on, Hiriko, they're back safe. Why don't we just let it slide? But the next time you two run off like that, you'll be getting the electro chamber elimination treatment. I have no idea what that is, but I don't want to find out. We're sorry, we won't do it again. So long as you understand. Don't go worrying us like that. I'll be good. Although, getting scolded by Mistress Hiriko was kind of fun in its own way. I still have my doubts about their story, but it looked like the crisis was over for now. With a collective sigh of relief, we all headed back to our rooms. With all the confusion, today was weirdly tiring. My body and mind felt worn out. Fatigue after a battle was bad enough, but this was something different. I guess there was bound to be days like this sometimes. I just have to work hard to do better tomorrow. I lay down in my bed and immediately felt sleepy. I surrendered to the feeling and let my consciousness fade away. I didn't know it then, but the crisis wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. Hello? Huh. Who's there? And this early, too? Responding to the bell, I crawled out of bed and lumbered toward the door. It wasn't even light out yet. Rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I opened the door to find Zomi, Moko. Sorry to disturb you, but this couldn't wait. Zomi said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. I wanted to go check out what they were.
Huh?
Weird noises? It's probably just my imagination, but with everything else that's going on, I don't want to take any chances. It's kind of scary going just 2 girls, and even if one of them is the apocalyptic maiden of destruction. We sure could use a nice strong man to accompany us, you know? Okay, let's go see what those noises are. I'm curious too. We should probably go in our class armor, just in case. Of course. Thank you, Takumi. I'll blow you a thank you kiss too. Now go grab your gear and get in the ring. We transform and set out into the night. A light rain was falling outside, giving the school a damp, dingy feel. We've been looking for a while now, but I don't see anything strange. Me neither. Maybe I was just hearing things. Don't let your guard down yet, Nozomi. What if some prowler emerges from the shadows and suplexes you from behind? Okay, I'll be careful. Just take one more look around before we call it a night. Let's take one more look. Sounds good. We can't get careless now. It looked like our little investigation was going to end without turning up anything noteworthy. But just as I was beginning to relax... Huh? Where did Moko go? That's weird. She was right behind me a second ago. I wasn't sure how or when it happened, but Nozomi and I had gotten separated from Moko. I could have sworn she was still with us when we turned that last corner. Moko, where are you? Otto. She's not answering. You don't think something happened to her, do you? Maybe she just went to the bathroom. I'll go check. I should probably go with you. No, we need to prioritize finding her. Let's split up. We'll cover more ground that way. Don't worry, it's right near here. We'll meet back up here in a little while. Hey, Nozomi! Before I could stop her, Nozomi ran off toward the nearest girl's bathroom. I considered following her, but she was right. Finding Moko came first. She couldn't have gone far. I began retracing my steps, calling Moko's name as I went, but there was no sign of her anywhere. Could she have gone outside? Doesn't seem likely, but I'll check just in case. Oh, the rain's gotten heavier. I didn't think about stopping to grab an umbrella or anything. After a few seconds, I was completely drenched. The rain also made it hard to make out my surroundings very well. Hey, Moko, if you're out here, answer me. No response. That means she's still inside, right? We should head back for now. I don't want to leave Nozomi alone for too long. Not to mention, standing in the rain is making me cold. I need to get back inside soon. A scream? Was that Nozomi? A sudden cry rang through the night. It had definitely come from inside the school. Whatever that was, it can't be good. I have to hurry. I ran back to the school and headed into the direction the scream had come from. Here. Nozomi, are you okay? Takumi, you have to help. It's the killer. Killer? Don't tell me they showed up again.
They did! And they killed Moko!
What? And now they're after me. What are we going to do? We have to get Moko to the infirmary before it's too late. Okay, just stay calm. Take me to where Moko is. Alright, come on, it's this way. The killer got Moko? This can't be happening, can it? Nozomi led me to one of the classrooms on the first floor. I opened the door, but took a step in terror when I saw what was inside.
No way. It can't be.
Moko lay motionless on the floor, surrounded by an ocean of blood. Her body was torn to shreds, just like Eva's had been. No longer breathing, no longer moving. Her body was just a giant slab of...
Come on, Takumi! We have to get Moko to the Revive-O-Matic!
Right. Here, we'll carry her together.
Crouched down beside Moko. Her body was still warm, and soon her hands were covered in her blood. So much blood. Will the Revive-O-Matic even work on her anymore? We still have to try. Hold on, Moko. We're taking you to the infirmary. Let's hoist her up. 1, 2, 3. But just as we're about to get moving... Footsteps? Somebody's coming this way? Nozomi noticed them too. She glanced down the hallway, a look of abject horror on her face. Takumi. I'll go see who it is. You stay here. But if things get dangerous, run. Focus on staying alive, understand? Infuser in hand, I slowly crept down the hallway, the footsteps were coming from. Huh? There's no one here. The footsteps I'd heard before had stopped, leaving a deathly silence in their place. I just imagined them? No. Nozomi heard them too. What about the secret? He's at the power saw too. All of a sudden, the killer was there. Black suit and power saw included. How did they get the power saw back? Never mind that. I have to do something. You! How dare you do that to Moko? I found myself raising my infuser and swinging it viciously at the killer.
Yeah!
What? But the knife bounced right off the suit, the recoil sending me staggering back. My hemo anima attacks aren't working? Then what am I supposed to do? Takumi! Nozomi, don't get any closer. Get out of here. I can't just abandon you. I'll fight too. It's no good. Hemo anima won't work on them. We have to run. But what? But come on, this way. Oh shit. On our tail. That's terrifying, actually. He's like fucking cutting her up right now. We're slowly gaining ground on him. Safe. It's no good. I can't run anymore. Takumi! Nozomi was still glancing around nervously. I could see her trembling. How does this person running with the fucking power saw? I mean, like, that's crazy. Have you, like, look at that thing. That looks fucking heavy as fuck. Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. I'll think of something. I was doing my best to sound confident, but on the inside, I was already choking on my own despair. If hemo anima attacks won't affect the killer, am I gonna have to tackle them and try to steal the power saw again? They found us. What do we do? Where can we go? We'll have to head outside. Nozomi and I ran toward the nearest window, but then...
Damn it! We're too late!
The killer steadily advanced toward us, never saying a word, but brandishing their power saw the whole time. It's hopeless. If we don't do something, we're dead. Even if we escape out the window, this is the 3rd floor. Can I get both of us to the ground safely? I need to make a choice here, and fast. What do I do? So is this gonna actually put us on a path? So it's either attack or jump out the window? Let's dodge the attack. We have to dodge this attack first.
Nozomi, stand back!
Takumi!
I steeled myself and braced to face the killer. Going up against the power saw barehanded meant the odds were against me, but I still had to try. I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung the power saw at me. Watch out, Takumi! I evaded the attack at the very last minute. The power saw struck the wall, momentum taking a deep cut in it.
Yeah!
Stay down! I immediately struck back, but with the power saw in the way, my punches couldn't land properly. Damn it. After some tussling against the killer, I found myself backed against the window. Refused to go without a fight, instead to try a final suicide attack. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move. However... the killer took advantage of that brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. I was forced to my knees by the intense pain, holding my stomach. Takumi! Stay back, Nozomi. I tried to get to my feet and stop Nozomi from coming closer. But the killer was faster, swinging the power saw in my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end? What? The final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw that they had stopped just short of slicing off my head.
You! Why?
I wanted to ask why they had stopped, but just then...
Get away from Takumi!
Nozomi! Nozomi slipped around behind the killer's back without either of us noticing. The next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. The killer was sent crashing through the window and tumbled outside. The power saw spun through the rainy night air and slowly fell. Soon after, I heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing right through it. We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us. Well, at least he's done with, but can we take off the mask then? The squashed and motionless body of the killer lay mirrored in a pool of their own gushing blood. The power saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Is the killer dead?
I don't know, but by the looks of it...
Cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off. It was a familiar face that greeted us beneath the mask.
Yugamu?
He was already dead, but his eyes were still wide open. Having lost this much blood, it was unlikely we'd be able to bring him back.
Yugamu? But why? Why did he kill Moko?
But is he actually the serial killer? Because remember, there is another body here. Did he get in? Like, we found the suit. Did he get so encouraged that he was like, I have to do this. I have to pretend to be the killer? As Nozomi broke down next to me, I kept on staring at Yugamu's remains in astonishment. Shock and confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene, only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugamu's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. I barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue and decided to call it a day there and then. Oh, my head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and a pounding headache. I'd gone to sleep cold all over from being soaked in the rain. But it hadn't done me any good. I don't want to do anything today. The only images in my mind were of the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just don't want to think.
I pulled the blanket over my head and completely shut down. Praying hard that everything would turn out to be a bad dream, I spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtains fell on my 43rd day at Last Defense Academy. Dang. What a day. What a fucking day. But I think we stop here. This is where we pause. Alright? So, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.